Okay, you got all the time in the world, Mac. Just make sure the gun's not being forced. You're shooting clear over there on that knob. Take your time. Aim right where you want the bullet to hit. 500 yards, baby. 500 with the Remington Model 700. Check that sucker out. That is a stud. Oh my. Look at all the bony growth. I love it. Just a stud. You were telling me you were lucky all day long. I'm feeling lucky, Dad. You were feeling lucky coming up the hill, sweating your butt off. No, I get to been bringing my kids up here since they were about 10 or 12, and that's what it's all about. Well, it's 3:30 in the morning. We're all loaded up. I'm gonna go hit the alpine with my son today, Matthew, and we're gonna go up there overnight, hunt it the next morning, and see if we can't chase down a really quality blacktail buck. So here we go. Stay tuned. All right. Well, we came out this road, this old water barred logging road, and we still got another slide in front of us, so we're gonna have to walk an extra mile to get to the base of the mountain where we're going. But it's getting close to daylight, and borrowed my buddy's quad, so me and Matthew are getting ready to hike up here and spend the day. But it's been an adventure already. It always is. Hopefully we find some good quality bucks. But here we go. Quad done. Now we got about 2 miles of road to walk, and then we got a couple hours in the timber going up to the alpine. So we got a good 2 hours of still hiking to get where we need to go. An easy 2 hours, probably 2.5. But it's hunting. Let's go. Halfway up Stairmaster. It's about 1,700 feet, 1,800 feet of straight up elevation. 50-year-old man still keeping up with a young whippersnapper 22. It's still straight up. I'm out of shape. Be on that boat. No pre-game before, or no exercise, no anything, just sitting on a charter boat for all 7 days a week, all the time. I am feeling it, but I'm dressed as light as I could be, and I'm sweating like crazy. If this doesn't kill me, it'll be fun. I'm kind of camped in the middle here of the two pieces of ground we want to hunt, and do a little scouting. See, number one, as soon as we got to the top, we got a perfect wind. It's blowing right at us from that deer. It's at about 36 yards. Good bow range, but we're looking for quality today. And tomorrow we're gonna hunt tonight, and this morning, and then hunt the next morning, then hike off. Just spotted a 4-point. At least a 4-point. Way over there. I just dialed my scope. I'm gonna try to make a shot. Hopefully I can get it here. I haven't shot anything long with this gun since I got it back, so here we go. No scope in here. Alright, I've got a little time to look at this buck, and I'm gonna let my son shoot it. He's never killed a 4x4. Oh yeah, I guess you have. Okay, well then give me the gun back. He's out here, one shoe on, one shoe off. I don't know what he's doing. Don't shoot yet, just get comfortable. He's not going anywhere. Wait until you get a good broadside shot. Beautiful country. It's way over there, right at the base of that rock knob right there. Right where that chute comes up, he's right at the base. Tell me before you're gonna shoot, man. Just get settled in. Huh? What? Okay, just make sure you got a nice steady. Make sure that when you pull the trigger, that this is like a surprise. We got 2 bucks right below us walking away from us. All our talking scared them away. They're shooting clear over there on that knob. Take your time. Aim right where you want the bullet to hit. He's down.
Yeah, I fucked up that first shot so bad. So bad.
Are you okay with going get him so I can go look at the other side? Hey, you got a 4-point down.
Yeah, I wish I would have shot a little better, but that's alright.
It's alright. It's a gun you've not shot before, but you gotta take your time.
No, but I know it's not the gun.
You wanna be pulling that trigger nice and slow, and then it's a surprise when it goes off.
I think I was just
3 shots.
Yeah,
He was fired, smoked this mountain. Dad's probably gonna go another year with no buck.
No. Don't be putting negative fucking juju on your body.
I know. We got tonight and tomorrow morning. You got a 4-point, buddy. Nice job. Yeah. That's what this is about. I love this mountain, and I've got to come up here with some old timers when I was a kid. And then I got to hunt it as a kid and growing it up as a young adult. And now I get to been bringing my kids up here since they were about 10 or 12, and that's what it's all about. It's about putting stuff down, putting meat in the freezer, knowing where your meat comes from, spending time with friends and family. This is a memory. I've seen a couple nice 3x4s. One was really nice. If I see him on the last morning, I'll probably take him. But I'm holding out to see what's in here. Matthew got his deer back, brought it up in quarters like a stud. I would have taken some time and broke it down and taken the fat off. But he muscled it up here, and it's got it sitting down in some down there in the shade. So we just pulled 1 quarter out. We're gonna start deboning it, trimming it up, getting the fat off, and then we'll put it in bags and put it back in the water, plastic bags. If I was staying up here longer, I would use a good game bag and hang it in a tree. But since we're just going to be here for a short time, this meat's going to get mostly processed. We're going to take it down tomorrow, put it in a fridge, in some totes, let some air get around it. It's perfect. It ages great. Best thing is just to keep the hair off and the dirt, and try not to get any moisture on it. That's why we've got it in bags in the water, so it's in the shade and in the water, so it keeps it cool, but it doesn't let that water get on there. And we've got a little issue with flies starting, so keeping it in the water and airtight is going to be key. But we're going to get this done. We've got our camp set up, probably get some food. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little tip. You're going to be in the alpine up there, and you're going to be hunting it for a couple days like we are. I know you're drinking a lot of fluids and trying to stay hydrated. I've been cramping up like crazy, but a little trick I learned from an old guy was pee in a water hole. It dilutes your smell. If you pee on a bush or something, it's going to catch the air and it's going to blow out the critters you're trying to hunt. But I like to pee in a hole, but remember which hole you pee in, because you might be looking for water later. So I try to find one that I know, and I pee in it every time. Just a little tip that kind of live by. I just plan on plan on hunting this area for 2 days, so I want to have the best opportunity I can get, but that urine will dissipate throughout this water hole. And it won't leave a really stinky smell in one spot for multiple days. Try it, it might help you out on your hunt. Just breaking down these quarters, leaving all the muscles intact, trimming off as much fat as possible because I don't really want to carry it. So we're just segmenting these and put it in a bag and get it in the water and cool it down. See him right next to that twig. I just dialed my scope. I'm gonna try to make a shot. Hopefully I can get it here. Yards, baby. 500 with the Remington Model 700. Check that sucker out. That is a stud. Oh my. Look at all the bony growth. I love it. Just a stud. Spotted this guy at 500 yards. It was 4:59, and he was hung up behind a log. I couldn't get a vital shot on him, but I didn't bring any good camera equipment to even get a long shot like that on video. But sorry you didn't get much more than but 2 4 points. I'd say it was a very successful day. My son Matt's been saying he's been feeling lucky since we started this morning at 3 o'clock. So I'm starting to agree with him. This is a really nice buck. Tell me a little bit about your hunt. You got to hunt with Dad. You always said that you were telling me you were lucky all day long. I'm feeling lucky, Dad.
I was feeling lucky.
You were feeling lucky coming up the hill, sweating your butt off. We were a little late getting up here, but is that your biggest buck so far, you think?
I think so. I mean, I'd have to put it next to a few other ones, but I think it is.
Right on.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it is really nice. It's a mature buck. It's probably 3.5-year-old, 4-year-old buck. He's not real heavy, but he's got really good genetics. And that was a little tough of a shot. It was 390. It wasn't the best arrest.
No,
but
I messed up.
But the wind, I should have talked him through the wind a little bit. That wind was blowing about 15 miles an hour left to right. And he was pretty good on the elevation. It just, that bullet floated a little bit to the right, and but it did put the animal down. He had to do a follow-up shot on it. It was heading down the hill a little bit, but it wasn't going very fast or very far, and it's always ethical to put another round in them and put them down. That way you don't lose them and keep an eye on them. But he's been doing this since he was 4 out here, and he's been hiking the mountains with me since he was 10, and we're gonna strip the velvet off that sucker and put it in a water hole and get it ready for a European mount so he can put it on his wall. And have some good eating meat too. We got the meat all over there cleaned up and put in a water hole and in the shade. So hunting is a game of inches, and a bad place shot can mean, you know, the loss of an animal, and we're not out here to do that. And I know that the shot Matthew made today was not perfect, but it's hunting and it's real life. It's not, oh yeah, I killed this and I killed that, but it's real life. And sometimes if you hunt long enough, you're gonna make a bad shot. You're not gonna make the shot you need to do. So you've got to be, you know, humane to that animal as best you can, and you got to hunt ethically. And when you wound an animal, you got to find it. But with these optics, and the gun is turreted, I've got a ballistic chart, and I spend a lot of time. I've got a buddy that helps me out with this, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Cody Russo, because he's made both of my long guns. He's changed the game for me. I'm getting a little older. I can't just run up on a lot of these animals. I killed my moose here at 1,162 yards, one shot, one kill. And that was with my 338 Lapua that he custom loaded for it. Went through my whole gun, torqued everything to specs, loaded a recipe for me. He did the load development for me. And then he prints me out these ballistic charts. And he tries to find bullets that have great coefficiency. He loads them and makes sure there's not much deviation. He checks your brass. I mean, he goes through this thing with a fine comb and does a great job. And it makes me a lot more successful. And with that shot Matthew made, it was a little bit on the wind. I should have talked him to the wind a little bit. We had a little stiff wind, and he probably should have held a little bit to the left. But using your rangefinder and using your ballistics chart, we ranged that animal at 390, and I went to 400 because it was just about straight across. It was close enough. There was 22.5 inches of drop on that 212 grain quantity bullet. We up-clicked the turret on the scope at 5.4, double checked it. We had lots of time. That animal didn't even know we were there, and sent it flying. But in my book, it's a success. Matthew did a great follow-up shot. His follow-up shot was way better than his first shot, but there was less wind blowing at the time, and the animal died quickly. But knowing your gun, knowing your bow, knowing anything you're hunting with, shotgun, bow, rifle, know your weapon. Go out there and do a good job. You put some meat in the freezer and know where your meat comes from. Fun. Here we go. Alright, grab your gun, let's get moving. We got a long ways to go. He was trying to be nice on the old man. Said throw in some more meat in mine, now he's paying for it. Walking sticks would not be a bad idea. I got a stick I left up here in the timber and I'm going to use it going down. I don't know about Matthew, but I'm feeling like hammered rat shit. But I'm still doing it. And we had an awesome hunt. I mean, it was good times. Can't complain at all. It was fun, good company. I hang out with my son. Got to put some nice quality bucks on the ground, getting some good meat. It's little victory brew for me and the boy. Here you go, Matt. Job well done. We still got about another 1.5 miles of bushwhacking, and we should be to the quad hour or 4 mile trek on the quad. Well, it only took us 2.5 hours to get up there, and we were a little tore up this morning, so it took us almost 3.5 hours to get off. Actually, a little over 3.5 hours. But we're back to the quad and gonna truck it home. But it's been a successful trip. It was awesome.
We've been going since 3:30 this morning.
Yeah, we've been going since 3:30 this morning with about 5 hours of sleep the night before, so this rest is going to be well due. But we're going to get packed up here in the morning and try to get out of here early. Hopefully I can find my cameras. But It's been a fun trip. Really glad my son got to come and hang out with me and killed some nice bucks.